Alright, what's up guys? Welcome back to a21bravo, where you get to watch me try to do stuff and figure out how to use it before I break it. So let's get started on today's project. Today we're going to be doing valve stem seals and putting the valves back in the heads that I just cleaned. These are the heads, or this is one of the heads. I'm going to be reusing the old valves but using new valve springs. So this thing is kinda clean a little bit. So if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. I blew the hell out of my old Lq4 engine. I broke 3 of the rods and shattered it everywhere. I found a wrist pin in the ditch. If you didn't know about that, go back and check out the teardown video. So basically we're in the assembly process right now. I have the block at the machine shop, getting new cam bearings in a hot tank and gonna get that thing all cleaned up. Kinda went a little bit crazy and went a little bit farther than I wanted to with this whole thing and started buying a bunch of new parts. So instead of reusing the bearings and the rings, talked about it in a previous video, but about how things can snowball. So the snowball started to roll and it just went, and I just let it go. So we're gonna be doing new bearings, new rings, new valve stem seals, all new gaskets, head gaskets, new bolts, a whole lot of unnecessary stuff that I probably didn't really need to do, but we're gonna do it anyways, because we like to do some things. So let's get started on these heads. All right, homies, we're gonna do some exciting stuff right now. I'm gonna turn on the GoPro. Got a GoPro set up over here, and you guys will see this video someday. If you're cool enough to stick around, you guys will get to see this. So this is going to be a time-lapse video from start to finish of the entire engine build. So that's kind of exciting. I've been wanting to do one of those for a while, so we're gonna start with that. So completely tore down heads, completely tore down block. So let's get started. I have the Felpro valve stem seals. I'll open these things up. They come in 2 different packages. One is for intake. One is for your extake, your exhaust. Just joking, guys. Calm down. Stop being so serial. So, what I'm going to do is just take some of the intake valves, stem seals, and we're going to take 4 of them, if I can count that high. We do intake, 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 and then I'm going to push these down. Sometimes they go on, but just for good measure, I'm going to take a 5/8 socket, goes right over the top of the seal, and I'm going to give it a little snip snap, snappy salad. Make sure those things are on all the way. Looks good. We'll do the same with the exhaust. What's cool about these too is these are also, you guys have never done these before, these are also marked red and black. So the red is the exhaust and the black is the intake. We'll get these things on there. Oh, that's probably not a good idea. Holy moly, I'll let you know if that one breaks later, guys. You'd probably be smart about this and lubricate these. But I have an issue with not lubricating things before I just jam them in, so that should be good. I go ahead and start from this side to this side. I have these laid out in order, how I took them out. So this is the second head that I did when I disassemble it, and then going in order this way. So I'm gonna go exhaust valve, stick it in the hole. Holy camoly. And I do also have the little retainer clips here, but I'm gonna have to figure out this guy. I'm actually using my fanciness, my Francie tools. me get the other retainer in. So that should be okay. Got the retainer in now. Now I'm gonna try to take this thing off. All right, we have touchdown. So now I'm basically just gonna go through and do that on all of these and should be good. Use some more conventional methods here and don't mind the screaming in the background. It's just a 1-year-old. That's not a hostage. All right, so now I'm just gonna go through it and do the rest of these. All right, boys, we got one head all done. One step closer to doing some things. So I'm gonna get this thing out of the way. Clap my hands like a weirdo. I don't know why I was doing that, but don't judge me. It'll be fancy and I'm gonna put it on bubble wrap. I'm gonna pretend it's nice. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna use a little bit of assembly lube. Maybe I'll just jam it on here. I was thinking about that after I did the first ones. Maybe I should have lubed them up a little bit before I just jammed them on, but I don't know if that's gonna affect them negatively. Maybe it would split the rubber on the inside, but I don't know. I guess we'll find out if we have problems with it. You just need one finger to lubricate it. All right, so one other thing too, I don't know if you saw in the previous video, I've just been using this little stick of Neo magnets. These things are really sweet for dealing with the retainers and just anything else. I mean, you can stick to it, like I drop one down inside here and then I can just use the magnet and pull it right out because these are all aluminum, so it doesn't really stick. It just grabs what you need it to grab. So I'm gonna go ahead and jam all these on. And then the exhausts. And then again, I'm gonna use the 5/8 just slips right over. And then it kind of catches on that little lip. So it's nice even pressure. Oh, see, that thing just slid right on. Yeah, look at that. With the assembly lube on there, they just slide right down. You don't even need to hit them down. Well, there you go, guys. Life hack. Sweet. I mean, this tool isn't really so bad. You could make them. I'm sure there's like better tools and they work a little bit better, but just kind of put it on. And I've been kind of almost threading the spring up until it grabs this lower piece down here. Grab around the bottom. Just tighten up the spring. Put the retainers in. Just like you're 13, put in your retainer and you're ready for the day. You're pretty much good to go. Let's do that again. Grab the spring, drop stuff all over the place. I just wanted to confirm that I dropped the stuff the right way. I guess while I have the opportunity here, speak now or forever hold my peanuts. This is the difference between the springs. So these are the factory springs, and this is the pack 1218 springs. You can see the difference in the height, which is probably what's adding the extra compression. So let's get this thing in there, and then we'll call it quits, guys. We'll call it quits. Spitters or quitters. Let's do it. shakalaka. All right, there it is. Both heads all done. Springs in, ready to go. So that's it for this one, guys. Be sure to give this video a like and stick around for the rest of the build. Until next time, have a good one.